Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aisyah binti Ismail. My metric number is 291786. First of all, I will present for introductions. The Innkeepers Act 1952 is a Malaysian law that explains what hotel owners and innkeepers need to do to keep their guests safe and protect their belongings. It says they must take reasonable steps to prevent theft, loss or damage, and they can be held responsible if they are negligent. The law emphasizes that hotels have a duty to provide a safe environment for their guests during their stay. Next, I will present about the fact of the case. First, background. The deceased checked into a hotel owned by the third defendant in Malaysia on 16 May 2019. During his stay, he maintained communication with his wife via WeChat. Second, parties involved. Wang Chui-Lin, suing as the lawful wife and administrator of her deceased husband Zining's estate versus Nurul Shuhaida binti Dahlan and others. Third incident, on 11 June 2019, the deceased was found murdered in his hotel room 12743. It was established that unauthorized persons facilitated by the hotel staff had gained access to his room. The hotel's housekeeping staff, first defendant, had allowed strangers into the room, breaching her duty of care. Fourth, legal issues. The plaintiff claimed negligence on the part of the hotel staff, particularly the first defendant, for allowing unauthorized access which led to disease, murder and robbery. She also alleged vicarious liability of the hotel owners, second and third defendants.
My name is Nafraina Nisha binti Kamarudin to 91842. So there are four issues of the case, which is duty of care, negligence, vicarious liability and proving negligence. First, duty of care. Did the hotel owe a duty of care to the deceased, and was this duty breached by allowing unauthorized persons access to the room? Next is negligence. Was the hotel staff's act of permitting unauthorized access negligent, and did this negligence cause the death? Third is vicarious liability. Are the hotel owners, second and third defendants vicariously liable for the negligence of their staff? And lastly, proving negligence, whether the plaintiff proved her case based on the balance of probabilities, including whether the hotel had reasonable measure to prevent such incident. Next is holding of the case. The court found that the hotel staff, who is the first defendant in this case, did breach her duty of care by allowing unauthorized individuals to enter the guest room. This failure was a clear violation of the basic safety responsibilities owed to the hotel guests. So based on the evidence presented and the applying of the doctrine of res ipsa loquitur, which means the facts speak for themselves, the court concluded that the first defendant was indeed negligent. Furthermore, the court held that the hotel owners, the second and third defendants, were vicariously liable for this negligence. This is because the staff members' action occurred with the scope of employment. So as a result, the court found both the staff and the hotel owners liable for the damage that arose from the tragic incident, including the murder of the guest.
My name is Farah Wahida binti Basir and my magic number is 293411. So I will continue about rationale of the holding. First is legal duty of care. Under the law, hotel staff have a duty to ensure the safety and security of their guests, which excludes preventing unauthorized access to guest room. Second, if breach of duty, the staff action of allowing stranger into the room using access card issued to her constitute a breach, especially considering the breach directly to the guest did. Third is use of evidence. Even without CCTV footage, credible testimony and admissions, excluding county statement, establish the first defendant involvement supported by the doctrine of res ipsa loquitur. Next is vicarious liability. Since the staff negligence occurred within her scope of employment, the hotel owners can be held vicariously liable for her actions. Lastly is foreseeability. The court reasoned that the hotel failed to prevent authorized access was a foreseeable breach given the circumstances surrounding the security lapses at the hotel. For the conclusion, the court concluded that the hotel staff negligent acts of allowing authorized person into the guest room constitute a breach of duty of care or to the disgrace. This negligence directly contribute to his murder, and as such as the hotel owner, which is second and third defendant, were vicariously liable for the staff actions. The decision underscored the importance of strict security measures by hospitality provider to ensure care safety and affirm that employers are responsible for the wrongful acts of their employee, permitted within the scope of their employment. The ruling emphasized that negligence in security protocol can have grave consequences, and hotel operator must exercise reasonable care to prevent irreversible harm to guests.